Now, before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I want to speak on the true meaning of haters and how these type of people move and how you even know you got these type of people in the shadows lurking, just preying on your downfall. Now, you might think you could do without these type of people, right? But these type of people are very important. They only attach themselves to the people that got something good going in their life, or the people that's grinding daily, building something good in their life, right? Now, like I said, you probably think you can do without these type of people, but trust me, these type of people play a very important part in the ecosystem. Now, let me explain, right? Just for instance, they motivate the great ones to be great. But one thing about these type of people, they let all that negative energy build up. They stay silent in the shadows, just watching everything you do, all your achievements. But all it takes is for you to hit a minor setback or another person just like them to release their disdain they got for you in public. Then all of a sudden, it's like a release button had been activated. And all them type of people that's been preying on your downfall, that's when you find out who all them people is. Now let's take Tariq Nasheed, for example, right? This man recently discovered in a recent video that hit the internet of a podcaster by the name of Deontay and ended up throwing a few shots at Tariq Nasheed and the FBA movement.
Tariq Nasheed gaining such a following.
Yes, I do have a large following, yes.
Because he's abusive.
Oh, Lord. I'm abusive?
In his verbiage, he's abusive in his rhetoric, and he's here to divide.
So I'm dividing. Now, I want y'all to look at something. We're going to cover this. Now, look at my concern. Okay. Now, he's just doing Democrat shield talking points. But look at some of the people that was co-signing him, all right, in the comment section. Mysonne, tell the truth, my inja. Gary Chambers, Ebro, I'm going to get on them in a minute. Oh, I'm going to get on Ebro and all them in a minute.
Now, I wasn't too familiar with Deontay, so I had to Google the brother. And to sum it up, as far as his content goes, he gives his raw and unfiltered takes on the Black American culture. But his recent debate, he ended up going at Tariq Nasheed. He ended up giving his critique on the FBA movement, calling FBAs toxic and fake, and FBAs are dividing the Black community rather than helping it, and blah, 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 and all that. Now, in my opinion, that ain't nothing new. It's a lot of people that share that same opinion on FBAs, which happens not to be true, by the way. FBAs are Black Americans who are proud of their lineage, just like any other race, straight up. But anyway, back to Deontay, right? See, when Deontay threw his little jabs at Tariq Nasheed, man, that must have been an alarm clock to wake up all the Tariq Nasheed haters. Because, man, it seemed like a lot of his haters just climbed out from under that rock they've been under just to hop in the comment section and release that built-up disdain they got for the brother.
And then we got Ebro. Ha ha ha, that ninja affair, ha 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 ha. So Ebro was cacan and kikiing in a lot of these comments. Hold on. You talking that talk. So yeah, Ebro was all in the comments cacan and kikiing when I was being disparaged. I said, oh, really, Ebro? Oh, really? Now, Ebro's another one with a white mama. All right, white mama and a black dad, and we don't know where that black dad is from. That black dad could be a tether. But oh, Ebro got in on it. And I said, oh, really, Ebro?
Now, when it comes to Ebro, my opinion, man, this brother been giving off the I lost my job and I'm still unemployed at day 90 vibes. Man, it's like I ain't never heard Ebro upping a brother. You know what I'm saying? Giving props to a brother. It's just like he always got something negative to say. Always criticizing. I mean, look back when Charlemagne just got that big contract, man. Everybody was congratulating Charlemagne. Ebro, when it came to him, when he spoke on him, oh, man, he had to been tap dancing. Oh, man, I couldn't. Only reason why I ain't get a contract like that because I wasn't willing to jump through the hoops and say, yes, master, like Charlemagne. Like, just always a negative vibe, man. But anyway, Tariq Nasheed kept speaking on Ebro, and just so happened he ends up running into the brother at the airport. Now, where's all that negative energy that you have, Ebro? Because to me, it seemed like, man, all his peers, to him, in his mind, they all beneath him. He can do no harm. Everybody just underneath the king. But like I said, anyway, Tariq Nasheed ended up running into the brother after he had the Twitter fingers, and this is what happened.
So I'm at the airport on my way back, about to get on my flight to LA. Lo and behold, who's in line to get on the flight to LA with me? Ebro. I see Ebro at the airport. We're on the same flight. Now, before we get on the plane, I'm like, I know that ain't Ebro. Hey, what's up, son? What's up, man? And I said, Ebro, what's with all that old you typing? You know, y'all FBA, y'all be kind of sounding like MAGA. He started doing all that shit, all that MAGA, are we MAGA and all that, y'all. I said, dude, you on some Democrat shill shit? You and your fellow Democrat shills? Nah, man, y'all sound like y'all getting funded by MAGA. I said, oh, okay. Oh. Now, I'm a registered independent. No, I ain't no Democrat shield. I'm a registered independent. I said, okay. And we got on the plane, and I'm like, because we're standing in line in New York, I said, I want to holler at him when we get to LA. I want to holler at him. I said, oh, all right, brother. I want to continue this conversation when we get to LA, because we're about to board our flight. And I was hoping he was sitting in first class with me. I was sitting in first class. I was sitting in chair 1A. He was back there in coach somewhere. I thought, okay, damn, I thought he was going to be up here with me, so I can have a conversation with him to see what his problem was. If you got a problem with me, we're going to talk this shit out. All that old hopping in chat rooms and saying all that old bullshit. Yeah, we need to, I need to holler at you. We need to, for real. So he all the way in the back in coach. He's probably like 45F or some shit, but I wanted to holler at him. I wanted to continue the conversation, especially when we got to LA. Nigga, I waited at baggage claim for about an hour. I don't know where he went. I waited in baggage claim for an hour for Ebro to come down. He did not come down to baggage claim. Ebro low-key feels like it was the delineation movement. It was me and the delineation movement that got him fired. That's when it dawned on me. That's why he kind of had a little attitude. Yeah, I mean, doing all that old word to the mother bull.
Now, I do believe Ebro was somewhere in the cut watching and waiting for Tariq to leave that luggage area. But this is what the internet consists of, man. Ain't no face-to-face conversations no more, man. That do not exist. And the messed up part is, you don't even know these type of people don't even like you until they start flexing their keyboard muscles, man. Straight up. Whole time you thought y'all was cool. And this be going on for anybody that's out here being great. Man, you mess around, post too many vacation pics, and somebody you thought you was cool with that start developing ill feelings towards you. That's sad. But Ebro, he wasn't the only one to climb out from under the boulder that he been stuck up under.
All right, little snake ass. But let's see who else here. Again, where's Mysonne? Hold on, there was Mysonne, who's clicked in with Tamika Mallory. Where's Mysonne? Where's his little tweet? Tell the truth, my man, my ninja. Yeah, Mysonne, he's clicked in with Tamika Mallory, who was called out by Tamir Rice's mom for being exploitive. People were calling her out for doing Cadillac commercials off the backs of unalive black people.
Now, Tariq Nasheed, he ain't really give Mysonne too much of his time, right? But I'm going to just say this about Mysonne, and I'm going to wrap it up. Now, it was a time I felt this man's intentions were genuine, right? But after linking with certain people, it just seemed like he started coming off like it was just all about a bag and pushing an agenda for these Democrats out here. I mean, look at this video, right? It just looked like it was staged, like it was planned. Like they told this man, like, listen, man, they're going to take you to jail. We're going to bail you out, and you're going to get your bag, man. And we're going to do it again next week. Or we gonna wait for the next bad incident that happens and we just gonna keep running it up and pushing the agenda? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel about Mysonne these days, right? For example, Mysonne, say for the people, he repped the hood and all this. He's just like the hood Martin Luther King or the hood Malcolm X, you know what I'm saying? Fighting for the people, the blacks that's up against police brutality and whatnot. Mysonne pretty much put a bad taste in my mouth around the time when the Democrats was just loading up the neighborhoods, New York, where Mysonne from, to be exact, just loading the neighborhoods, the black community up with immigrants, just flooding the neighborhoods, wasn't even doing background checks on the immigrants, putting so many immigrants in the hood with nowhere for them to stay, to where they had to allegedly shut the public schools down for a second and turn them into shelters. And this was the Democrats was doing. Whole time, Mysonne just telling the black people in these same neighborhoods to vote Democrat, vote Democrat, vote Democrat. And it's like, hold up, man. You ain't even addressing, while you telling these people, these black people in your neighborhood to vote Democrat, you ain't telling them, you ain't addressing this situation of the Democrats flooding these neighborhoods with all these immigrants. They ain't running no background checks on them. A lot of them is gang members. A lot of them coming from just anywhere. You know what I'm saying? They coming out there robbing, creating their own gangs, just doing whatever. And nobody addressed that because it was just all about a bag. And then all of a sudden, since the Republicans is in office, I ain't heard from Mysonne. So it seemed like he just climbed up under a rock. And now he popped back out to throw shots at the brother Tariq, man. So, that's how I look at that situation right now as far as with Mysonne, man. He's just all about a bag. It just seemed like that to me. But anyway, I could be wrong. But hey, I'm only speaking on what my eyes see. Anyway, this is Bezo. Y'all like, y'all share, y'all subscribe, man. Tariq Nasheed responded. Sniping. Peace.